First of all, I would love to say thank you, Business Agility Institute, for this conference. This conference changed my life 3 years ago. When I came here from Russia, it was a long way. I didn't speak English at all, but I found a great community here. And last 3 years, this community supported me. And I know that in this year it was difficult to run this conference, but you did it, and we're here today, and we have this opportunity to speak with each other, and thank you very much. And a couple words about me. The last 6 years, I help with Agile transformation in different companies around the world, and I specialized in Agile in sales and Agile in top managers. And today I'm going to tell you a story about, not conflict, about hotel. This hotel based in Crimea. And about 1 year ago, my son and I decided to visit Crimea and spend a short vacation. And when we came to this hotel, and I found interesting culture in this hotel. You know, it's difficult to measure culture, but when you're inside, you see eyes of employees and you feel culture. And it was interesting for me, and I decided to have a conversation with head of this hotel, and we spent about 2 hours, and he told me a story about this hotel. Once again, doesn't work? Yeah, now it's worked, right? And he told me a story about a situation which was in 2014 when we had conflict between Russia and Ukraine. And this situation changed business in this area. All hotels were almost empty because Ukraine tourists didn't come to this area anymore, and Russian people didn't know about this place and didn't come. And this hotel suffered more than 1 million in loss during the winter time. It was just empty. And shareholders decided to close this hotel because they didn't see a reason to run this business in winter time. And they decided to close this hotel and fire all people, and for next new season, just find new staff and invite new people. But head of this hotel realized that in this case he will lose his team, which he built during the last 20 years. And he asked about the last chance to change the situation, and the winter in 2019 was the last one. Let's see video about
My name is Mikhail
hotel.
Bitvinkov. I'm the general manager of the Park Hotel Portomare. Our hotel is located in Crimea and has an unusual philosophy of the family holidays with children. We provide all the attributes for relaxing with children, from a stroller to a baby monitor, for free. We organize development space for all ages. For youngest children, we have Montessori room. For older children, there is a game space with the most modern interactive equipment. A teenage club and scout camp right on the hotel territory. An amusement park and a zoo, as well as a round-the-clock kindergarten. Every day, for children under 3 years old, a babysitter is provided for 2 hours daily. But we had problems. The structure of the enterprise was not flexible. Decisions were made slowly. People were afraid to make the initiative and responsibility. Agile is flexibility. Agile is freedom. Agile is speed. Agile is wow effect for our guests. Agile transformation is a complex and expensive process. We are glad that we started these changes. We believe that this helps us to make as many families around the world happy as possible.
Agile! The main idea of this philosophy of this hotel was happiness of families. And it was 1 year ago, and my son and I, we left this hotel and come back to Moscow, and after a couple of weeks, he called me and said, Marina, I found in your Facebook information about business agility, and I believed that business agility will help to survive our hotel. And after that, we start Agile transformation. We decided to apply Agile in 3 pilot teams. The first one was marketing and sales team. The second one was housekeepers team. And the last one was top managers teams. We use Sway system in this Agile transformation. And in our Sway system, we have Canvas as a sales backlog. And I created for them special Canvas because in big area, they have different businesses in the same time, like medicine center, hotels. And we decided to create one common vision, which will help to create collaboration between different departments. Why we decided to start Agile transformation with the sales and marketing team? Because this hotel was almost empty. This is the first reason. The second reason, we had a bad communication between sales and marketing. Salespeople always say that this financial results, this is a result of our marketing team because they gave us a bad leads. The marketing team said that this is great leads, but it's your fault as a sales teams. And they always had conflicts. And you know, they did not know their journey of their customers. They spent all time in their room. They didn't communicate with the guest. They didn't know portrait of their guest. And in this situation, after Crimea, after sanctions, they had to find a new sales channels because Booking.com didn't work anymore. Guests didn't come. That's why for them, they should create something new, which they never tried before. And we created one team. And in this team, they had 1-week sprints. They had a common planning session. They have a demo where they show their results each week. And they had retrospective where they created new ideas and they checked more than several hundred different hypotheses to find the way how to survive the hotel. And they apply more than 152 improvements in sales process. And the second team was housekeeping team. And why? We had 2 reasons. The first one, that we had a really bad feedback from our customers about quality of service and quality of cleaning. The second thing, that when we explore customers' journey, we realize that our housekeepers communicate with our guests very often, and we decided to start changes with them. And we created several cross-functional teams with housekeepers. They use 1-week sprint, they had planning session, they had retrospective and demo. And they were so surprised that their ideas were very interesting for top managers, because before they just cleaned this hotel and they didn't create some new ideas because they thought that their job just cleaned the hotel. In this system, they created great ideas and they increase their involvement. And our housekeepers decided start sell for surviving the hotel. They invited sales and marketing and asked them to help them to learn about products which this hotel had. And then they had a lot of great ideas, and they decided to care about nature in Crimea, and they decided to stop using bottles and baggage, all plastic stuff. And this idea saved more than $15,000 per month for this hotel. And this is just 2 ideas as examples, but every week they had a lot of ideas and they were so happy, and they still use 1-week sprints. And the next our pilot team was top managers teams. We create 2 top managers teams. They had planning session, every day, daily, demo, and they were stating like, I'm here before on the stage, and each week they demonstrated their result for all employees. And in the end of the sprint, they try to create new hypotheses, ideas which will survive the hotel. And this team they increase their collaborative. They start communicate with each other almost every day. They start help to each other, and they explore our customers' journey, and they created a process for understanding what our customers really need and give them as quickly as possible. And this way was about 7 months, and we continue to apply Agile in whole organization. We have about 400 people inside. But we had a lot of challenges in this way. First challenge which we met, it was not all people were ready to work in this new culture. We lost more than 40% during first 3 months. And in our housekeepers team, we lost more than 50% of employees during 1 month. And housekeepers said, like, I came here just clean this hotel. Why I should show my results? Why I should care about financial situation in this hotel? And they just left our hotel. And for HR, it was a difficult time because they have to find very fast new people, but not just professional. We needed special people with special values, with the Agile values. And it was a very difficult time for them. The second thing that all people realized in this hotel that this is last chance to survive this hotel. And after beginning Agile transformation, our sales targets went down. And it was very difficult in moral way to realize that after a couple months they will survive this hotel. That's why it was difficult for people. And in the beginning, people didn't want to take responsibility. They really afraid have mistakes. But in this situation in Crimea, they had to check a lot of hypotheses because they should find some new ways, and that's why they should try new things. But not all people were ready for that. And we had different challenges in this way. And now the hotel start change structure of the whole hotel, and this is and they decided to create to understand customers' journey and create everything for our new customers, and we have a great results, I think, and I would like to share our results for last. This is results for last 7 months. The first one, now the hotel survive because the top managers team decided double out profit plan for next year because they realized that they could not only survive, they could be bigger than they are now. And now our sales grow more than 100%. They sell next future 3 months, and they realize that they need to buy a new hotels around Crimea, and because they had everything for that. They have everything for that now for sales. And they apply more than 400 new ideas in whole organization. And they created new system where each person from this hotel could put ideas in special CRM system, And they shouldn't ask managers about should we do that or not. This is now it's get flat organization. And the main idea, if guest wants something and housekeeper or person who clean outside of the hotel listen this request, just go and put this information in CRM system, and all people, all process became work to help solve this problem or give everything that our guest needs. And when this Agile transformation started and shareholders didn't believe that it could be possible, and then when they see numbers, they decided, okay, we will survive the hotel, and now they decided to create a model of almost flat organization, business agility hotels around the world. And all information, how we apply Sway system and what is it in a system, you can find in Sway guide. But I realized one thing in this case study, that if you give freedom for making decisions, employees like housekeepers or other people who are really close with our customers, they start apply many ideas and they survive maybe some business or just make it grow. Thank you very much.